WVU needed immediate help at the receiver position for the upcoming season, and they got it. Let's go. What's going on, Mountaineer Nation? Jordan Cruz back again with the Country Roads webcast. Before I get into this, I just want to remind you guys to please like and more importantly subscribe to our channel as we continue to try and grow up this YouTube thing and bring you guys some more WVU football updates. But with that being said, West Virginia needed some immediate help this upcoming season at wide receiver. In the early signing day back in December, they added one of those pieces in Jeremiah Aaron, a JUCO wide receiver, and he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. 6 foot, 185 pound guy, really big speedster, and very excited about him. And I think that he's a guy that's has big play capability. Actually ended up as the #1 ranked JUCO receiver in the country. And then most recently on the traditional National Signing Day, used to be more popular. Now with early signing day, not so much. West Virginia only signed one person to a national letter of intent, and that was another JUCO wide receiver, Cortez Brim. And West Virginia really needed that help, and they got it in two different types. You got the speedy Jeremiah Aaron, who has a great chance, I've said, to serve as the team's punt and kick returner next season, and as well has big play capability. And then you get a possession guy, a solid route runner, good hands, in Cortez Brim with a bigger size at 6'2", over 200 pounds. He's a guy that you can look to make some tough catches, contested catches, maybe not slow by any means, but definitely not the burner that Jeremiah Aaron is. But he also ended up ranked as the #3 wide receiver in JUCO. So you get 2 of the top 3 JUCO wide receivers coming in this class. So guys that can fill in and play roles right away in your receiving core, whether it be providing depth or earning a starting role. We'll have to see how things shake out there. You got to think that Bryce Ford-Wheaton and Sam James don't necessarily have locks on those roles, but they're definitely going to be in the mix, as well as Caden Prather. But you definitely added some much needed depth when you lost guys like Isaiah Esdale, Sean Ryan, Winston Wright, and those that you did to the transfer portal. And so bringing in these 2 JUCO guys is going to be a really great addition for West Virginia. They won't be here for spring practice, but they will be here over the summer and for fall camp. So get excited, and if the receiver position looks a little down, you're seeing some faces of walk-ons or some people you wasn't expecting to see, have no fear. In the summer, the help is on the way with these 2 JUCO guys that's going to provide great depth at the wide receiver position for West Virginia moving forward for the 22 season. Even though Cortez Brim was the only national letter of intent West Virginia signed to add to their scholarship class on National Signing Day yesterday, they also did add some preferred walk-ons, and the one that stood out the most, I think, to everyone is Hudson Clement, the wide receiver from Martinsburg, one of the top players in the state of West Virginia recruiting-wise. I believe he was #1 or #2, depending on which recruiting service you look at, but he was a star wide receiver for Martinsburg, who I believe won the state title. I think he had 5 or 6 touchdowns in that title game, either that or in the state semifinal. I don't remember exactly, but this guy was a touchdown machine this year, and I think that he's a guy that could carve out a role in the future. You look at a guy like Grayson Malashevich from Spring Valley that's carved out a role at West Virginia, playing special teams and seeing some spot action at receiver as well. And I think Hudson Clement is just as talented as Malashevich, so he's a guy that maybe you could see earn a scholarship down the road. But a great pickup for West Virginia as a preferred walk-on, and glad to see Neal Brown keeping that in-state talent home like he's promised, signing the top players in the state every year since he came to West Virginia, and that continues again with Hudson Clement. And West Virginia continues to build a strong class. I believe they have 7 scholarships remaining still, so a lot of moves left to be made. West Virginia is looking for a kickoff specialist. They're looking for players on the line. And so you still have guys that will be added here in the future. I think you'll see another defensive back added as well. But moving forward throughout the summer, after spring ball, some may be added, some may still be added before spring ball. Either way, we'll update you here on the Country Roads webcast as that happens and as West Virginia continues to add to this 2022 recruiting class. That being said, what are your thoughts on West Virginia's 2022 recruiting class so far and the addition of these 2 junior college wide receivers? Do you think that they're impressive? Are you excited to see them, or do you think West Virginia should have went elsewhere at the wide receiver position, maybe hit the transfer portal or what have you? Either way, let me know in the comments your thoughts on West Virginia's 22 recruiting class and the wide receiver position moving forward in 2022. That being said, this has been the Country Roads webcast. As always, I'm Jordan Cruz, and until next time, let's go Mountaineers.